Floating cities at sea, the United States Navy's nuclear-powered aircraft carriers are among the most complex and powerful ships ever built. These massive vessels, like the USS Gerald R. Ford or the USS Nimitz, serve not only as airbases, but also as homes to over 5,000 sailors and aircrew during deployments. Life aboard these giants is a blend of discipline, hardship, camaraderie, and the awe-inspiring reality of modern naval power. Behind the high-tech flight decks and precise military operations are thousands of real stories, personal experiences of service members whose lives are shaped by the rhythms of carrier life. The floating city, more than just a warship. With their own zip codes, post offices, hospitals, fire departments, and food services, aircraft carriers are essentially small cities. A single deployment can last 6 to 9 months, with sailors living and working in tight quarters, rarely seeing land. The scale of these ships is staggering, over 1,000 feet long, with more than 25 decks and 80-plus aircraft aboard. Keeping this floating metropolis running smoothly is a task that requires an immense and diverse crew. Electricians, cooks, pilots, mechanics, information technology specialists, medical personnel, and nuclear engineers are just some of the many roles found aboard. Each has a part to play, and while the pilots might steal the headlines, it's the cooperation of all hands that keeps the ship operating. Launch and recovery. The ballet of the flight deck. One of the most adrenaline-charged elements of carrier life is flight operations. The flight deck is often described as one of the most dangerous workplaces in the world. Jets like the F-18 Super Hornet are launched and recovered with astonishing precision using steam or electromagnetic catapults and arresting wires. Crew members known as yellow shirts, green shirts, and red shirts, depending on their job functions, work in perfect coordination under the deafening roar of engines. One sailor recalled his first day on the flight deck. It felt like standing on a thundercloud with hurricane-force winds. Everything moved so fast, and every motion had to be perfect. A single mistake could cost lives. Training is constant, and situational awareness is critical. The crew works long hours in every type of weather, including freezing storms and blazing sun, to keep flight operations smooth. Tight quarters and long hours. Life below decks is less glamorous. Berthing compartments are crammed with 3-tiered bunks, known as racks, stacked close together. Privacy is almost non-existent, and the constant noise of machinery and announcements becomes a part of life. Sleep is often broken up into short shifts, especially for those standing watch or working in critical roles. Chow halls serve thousands of meals daily, but despite the Navy's best efforts, food often becomes repetitive. "We joke about Mystery Meat Mondays," said a petty officer. But after a 16-hour day, anything hot is good. Fresh fruits and vegetables become scarce deep into deployments, replaced by canned and frozen items until the next port call. bonds forged at sea. Despite the challenges, many sailors say the friendships formed on deployment are some of the deepest of their lives. The shared struggle builds a sense of unity and trust. Celebrations of milestones, birthdays, re-enlistments, promotions become cherished moments. United Service Organizations tours, talent shows, and movie nights provide small respites from the grind. High stakes, real impact. Beyond the routine, real danger is never far away. Carrier strike groups operate in geopolitically tense regions, and the crew must be ready to respond to conflicts, natural disasters, or rescue missions at a moment's notice. Homecoming and beyond. Perhaps one of the most emotional experiences for any carrier sailor is homecoming. After months at sea, seeing families waiting on the pier with banners and tears is unforgettable. Yet, the return to civilian routines is not always easy. Many sailors describe a reverse culture shock, from sleeping in a silent room to navigating everyday decisions that were once made for them aboard the ship.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
Despite the hardships, most veterans of carrier life speak with pride about their time aboard. "It's not for everyone," said a former aviation technician, "but it changed who I am. It taught me discipline, teamwork, and how to stay calm under pressure." True stories from life aboard U.S. Navy aircraft carriers reflect the reality of serving on one of the most complex machines humanity has ever built. They are stories of grit, resilience, and service, of young men and women forging their identities under pressure, 1,000 miles from land, beneath a sky alive with jet engines. These floating cities not only project American power, but also tell powerful human stories of sacrifice, honor, and an unbreakable bond forged at sea.